boys and girls, we are going to start Saxon Phonics lesson number 12. Alright, I'm going to use a name to help teach something to the class today. Alright, now say your first and last name. What is the first letter in your first name? My first name is Angela. My first name starts with the letter A. Names are special, so we use a special type of letter, a capital letter. Remember those big uppercase or capital letters. Now, we put a dot or a period after that letter to show that it is an abbreviation for a name. So for my name, my first initial is A for Angela. So I would write capital A, period, to show my first letter, first initial. Now, say your last name. What is the first letter of your last name? My last name is Spires. The first letter of my last name is S. It is also a special name. So I would begin with a capital S. It is an abbreviation. So I would put a dot or period behind it to let you know that is an abbreviation. It is not the whole word. Now, AS are my initials. They stand for the first letter of my first name and the first letter of my last name. What do we call these? Yes, we call them our initials. Say that word. Initials. These are called initials because they come at the beginning of the name. Now, sometimes you will hear Miss Spires ask you for the initial sound. So if I ask for an initial sound, we are going to hear it at the beginning of the word. So if I ask for an initial sound, where will we hear it in the word? Yes, at the beginning of the word, just like our initials. Very good job. All right, you are going to need your Saxon Phonics packet. It is that same packet with spelling list 2 on the front. Don't forget to study your spelling words. You can use Spelling City, Spelling List 2 to study those words, or your parents can help you practice another way at home, any way you want to. But your test will be a lot like last week, except this week you will have all of your words. Now we're going to turn to Spelling and High Frequency Word Practice 12. And our practice page will be page 12, digraph TH is what we're learning today. So you can pause if you need to find that page. That's where we're going to start today. All right, let's start with our letter review. Name the letters. Digraph CK, H, V, W, F, E, U, Z, L, P, C, J, G, Q, Y, D, X, O, S, I, B, K, N, R, M, T, A. Sight word cards. Name the funny word. 2 was 8. You said some one the into 2 who are have 4 tomorrow what come today they do love where from together of. All right, now let's do our letter sound practice. Put your finger on number 1 on your spelling and high frequency word practice page. Number 1, echo after me. X. Yes, X. Write it. What letter? Yes, X. Number 2, B. Yes, B. Write it. What letter? Yes, B, as in balloon. The stick and then the circle makes the letter B. Boys and girls, if you're having trouble with B and D, make sure you're using your alphabet strip, okay? That's what it's for. It's to help you with those letters that are tricky. Number 3, my turn. D. Yes, D. Write it. What letter? Yes, the letter D. Circle then the stick to make the letter D. Number 4. Yes. Write it. What letter? Yes, H. Number 5. K. Yes, K. Remember, there are 2 ways to write it in the initial or beginning. And we learned a digraph at the end or final position. Think about it and try to write the 3 different ways that you can spell the K sound. Okay. The K sound can be spelled K or C in the initial or beginning of a word. The 2 lines mean final at the end. Digraph CK at the end of a word. So far we've learned K or C at the beginning of a word, and at the end of a word, digraph CK. Those are the 3 ways we've learned how to spell K so far. There are many, many, many more that we will learn this year. Number 6. Ah. Yes, ah. Write it. What letter? Yes, O with a breathe, short vowel sound. Ah. Number 7. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. Write it. What letter? Yes, W. Number 8. Ooh. Yes, ooh, as in rabbit. Write it. What letter? Yes, R. The letter R. Number 9. S. Yes, S. Write it. What letter? Yes, S. Number 10. A. Yes, A. Write it. What letter? Yes, short A, or A with a breathe, that smiley face. A. Number 11. Ye. Yes, ye. Write it. What letter? Yes, Y. Y as a consonant. Ye. Number 12. You. Yes, you. Write it. What letter? Yes, U, long U, with a macron. It says it's letter name sound, U. Number 13. P. Yes, P, as in pig. Write it. What letter? Yes, P. Number 14. Yes, as in monkey. Write it. What letter? Yes, M. Number 15. A. Yes, A. Write it. What letter? Yes, A with a macron. It says its letter name sound. A. Number 16. T. J. Yes, J. Write it. What letter? Yes, J. Number 17. Listen. Yes. As in fish. That one's hard to hear. As in fish. Write it. What letter? Yes, F. Just a minute. Number 18. T. Yes, T. Write it. What letter? Yes, T. Number 19. O. Yes, O. Write it. What letter? Yes, O with a macron, long O. It says it's letter name sound. O. O with a macron. Number 20. Yes, write it. All right, what letter? Yes, U with a breve. It has its short sound. 21. My turn. G. Yes, G. Write it. What letter? Yes, G. 22. Yes, write it. What letter? Yes, short E. Or E with a breve. Says it's short sound. 23. I. Yes, I. Write it. What letter? I with a macron. It says it's long name. I. You can hear its letter name sound. 24. Yes. V, as in vest. Write it. What letter? Yes, the letter V. 25. Ooh. Yes, ooh. Write it. What letter? Yes, the letter L. 26. Listen. E. Yes, E. Write it. What letter? Yes, short I. I with a breathe. E. You almost wrinkle your nose when you say it. E. 27. Yes, as in nest. Write it. What letter? Yes, N. 28. E. Yes, E. Write it. What letter? E with a macron, long E sound. E with a macron, long E sound. E. 29. Z. Yes. Z. Write it. What letter? Yes, Z. Okay, I realize there's still 30 and 31. We are not there yet. We have to learn those sounds. You need to turn your paper over and let's practice spelling some words first before we fill in 30 and 31. Put your finger next to number 1. Let's spell some review words. Number 1. Spell the word black. Black. I will draw a black cat. Black. Stretch out the sounds in black. Get ready? B, L, A, K. One more time. B, L, A, K. The sounds are B, L, A, K. All right. Now, spell the word black on number 1. Think about the K sound being at the end of that word and how you spell K at the end of a word. Spell it on number 1, black. let's spell black. B-L-A-C-K. Black. Remember, we spell with C-K because we have the K sound at the end. Black. All right, number 2. Number 2. Spell the word clock. Let's stretch that word out. K-l-o-c. Tell me the sounds you hear in clock. Get ready. K-l-o-c. Spell clock on number 2. Clock. Clock. Let's spell clock. C-L-O-C-K, clock. Remember, we spell with digraph CK because we have the K sound in the final position. All right, and our last word to spell today, trick. Trick. Tell me the sounds you hear in trick. Please do not play a trick on me. Trick. Let's stretch it out. Ick. One more time. Ick. The sounds are ick. Remember, you have the k sound in the final or ending position. Spell trick on number 3. Let's spell trick. T-R-I-C-K. CK is used because it is in the final position with the K sound.